Top 6 Uncontained SCPs. The SCP Foundation is known for securing, containing, and protecting. But in this video, we'll go over 6 anomalies that go beyond the Foundation's ability to do just that. In the vast, cold expanse of space, beyond the reaches of our solar system, lurks SCP-1548, known as the Harbinger Star. Initially observed as an anomalous pulsar, SCP-1548 defied all known astrophysical models with its erratic behavior and ominous messages. The SCP Foundation's astronomers first noticed SCP-1548's peculiar pulsation patterns, which did not align with any known celestial phenomena. As they delved deeper, decoding the pulsar's emissions, they uncovered a series of disturbing messages. SCP-1548's emissions were not random pulsar beams, but rather deliberate, coded signals. These messages ranged from cryptic threats to outright hostile declarations, all seemingly directed at Earth and its inhabitants. As the Foundation monitored SCP-1548, its behavior grew increasingly aggressive. The star began to move, altering its trajectory in a direct path towards the Earth. Calculations predicted a collision course with our planet, albeit in a distant future. This movement was not just a celestial drift, but a purposeful, controlled propulsion, defying the laws of physics as understood by humanity. SCP-1548 was no longer just a distant anomaly, it was a looming threat. The SCP Foundation, recognizing the potential catastrophic impact of SCP-1548, initiated a series of countermeasures. These included disinformation campaigns to mask the star's existence from the public and the development of contingency plans in case of SCP-1548's approach. Special research teams were assembled to study SCP-1548's communications, hoping to find a clue to its intentions and origins. Despite their efforts, the star remained an enigma, its messages a blend of hostility and cryptic riddles. SCP-1548 represents one of the most formidable challenges faced by the SCP Foundation, a threat not just to the physical world, but to the psychological well-being of humanity. The star's ominous messages have sparked debates among Foundation staff about the nature of SCP-1548's intelligence and its possible connection to other cosmic entities or civilizations. As SCP-1548 continues its slow journey towards Earth, it serves as a grim reminder of the vast, unexplored mysteries of the universe. It stands as a symbol of the SCP Foundation's constant vigilance against threats not just on Earth, but from the farthest reaches of the cosmos. In a world filled with inexplicable phenomena, SCP-1440, known as the Wanderer of Ages, stands as a testament to the tragic toll of immortality and fate. This story begins with an old man, clothed in tattered robes, wandering endlessly across continents and nations, a figure out of place in the modern world. SCP-1440, a seemingly ageless man, was once an ordinary human who won a game of cards against 3 mysterious brothers, believed to be powerful entities. The prize of this game was a wish, which he made without knowing the true nature of his opponents. The victory brought SCP-1440 more than he bargained for. The 3 brothers, angered by their defeat, cursed him with eternal life and a fate of perpetual loss and destruction. From that moment, SCP-1440 was doomed to wander the Earth endlessly, bringing misfortune and death to all he encountered. The SCP Foundation became aware of SCP-1440 through reports of a wandering old man, followed by unexplained disasters in his wake. Towns he passed through experienced calamities, people died in unexplained accidents, and even nature seemed to turn against itself. Efforts to contain SCP-1440 proved futile. Each attempt ended in catastrophe, with loss of life among the Foundation's personnel and collateral damage. It became clear that SCP-1440's curse was not only a personal burden, but a wide-reaching aura of destruction. SCP-1440's existence is one of solitude and sorrow. His immortality is not a gift, but a curse that isolates him from humanity. He is fully aware of the pain his presence causes and thus chooses a life of isolation, wandering the remote corners of the world to minimize the harm he brings. SCP-1440's story is a tragic one, a narrative about the cost of desires and the unintended consequences of actions. The Foundation continues to monitor his movements, keeping a safe distance, understanding that some anomalies cannot be contained or understood, only observed and respected. As he walks his endless path, SCP-1440 remains a somber reminder of the fragility of fate and the peril of tampering with forces beyond human understanding. His journey is one of perpetual exile, a lonely path that speaks to the heart of the human condition and the mysteries that lie beyond our grasp. In the depths of winter, when the nights are longest and the cold bites the hardest, there lurks a being of ancient terror, SCP-4666, known as the Yule Man. This entity, part of the SCP Foundation's collection of anomalies, is a sinister twist on the folklore of winter gift-bringers. SCP-4666 appears only during a 12-day period from December 21st to January 1st, known as the Yule time period. It targets remote, isolated households, particularly those with children, across the globe. SCP-4666's activities follow a chilling pattern known as the Weissnacht event. During the first 7 nights, families report strange occurrences: footsteps in the snow, eerie sounds, and unsettling gifts left outside their homes. These gifts, upon closer inspection, reveal a macabre nature, often made from human remains. As the nights progress, the events grow more terrifying. Families witness grotesque figures watching their homes, and children report seeing a gaunt, tall figure peering through windows. The last 5 nights of the Weissnacht event are when SCP-4666 reveals its true horror. The entity enters the home, bringing death and unspeakable acts. Only 1 child from each household is spared, taken by SCP-4666, their fate unknown. Survivors of these attacks are left traumatized, their lives forever scarred by the encounter with the Yule Man. The Foundation's investigations into these events are met with chilling evidence and testimonies of SCP-4666's brutality. The SCP Foundation, upon classifying SCP-4666 as a Keter-class anomaly, has mobilized considerable resources to track and understand this entity. Due to its sporadic appearances and global reach, containment has proven to be exceedingly difficult. Teams are dispatched to potential Weissnacht event locations to provide surveillance and intervention. Despite these efforts, SCP-4666 remains elusive, its pattern of choosing victims unpredictable. SCP-4666 is a modern embodiment of ancient winter fears, a reminder of the dark side of folklore and the primal terror of the unknown. The Yule Man stands as a stark contrast to the warmth and joy typically associated with the holiday season, a shadow lurking in the coldest, loneliest parts of the world. As each winter approaches, the SCP Foundation braces for the possibility of another Weissnacht event, hoping to one day unravel the mystery of SCP-4666 and put an end to its reign of terror. In a nondescript hospital room, under the sterile buzz of fluorescent lights, lay an old man, Thomas. His life had been long, filled with the tumult of joy and sorrow, but as the end neared, so did the crushing weight of solitude. His family, long estranged and friends passed away, left him in this quiet, somber place alone. As Thomas lay there, drifting between consciousness and a dreamless sleep, A figure appeared beside his bed. Dressed in a plain black suit, the figure sat silently, a comforting presence in the sterile room. This was SCP-4999, known to some as the Silent Companion. SCP-4999, a mysterious entity from the SCP Foundation's archives, appears to those who are alone in their final moments. It never speaks, never interferes, simply sits in silent solidarity, a guardian in the dark. Thomas, sensing the presence, turned his head slightly. His eyes, clouded with age, met those of SCP-4999. In those eyes, he found an inexplicable comfort, as if all his fears and loneliness were understood without a word. SCP-4999 reached out, taking Thomas's hand in a gentle, reassuring grip. In this silent exchange, Thomas felt a lifetime of isolation ease. SCP-4999's presence was a balm to his weary soul, offering a sense of peace he hadn't felt in years. As the hours passed, Thomas's breathing grew shallow. The room's stark walls seemed to soften, the harsh lights dimmed to a gentle glow. In those final moments, SCP-4999 remained, a steadfast companion in the face of the unknown. With a final, labored breath, while Thomas closed his eyes for the last time, SCP-4999, still holding his hand, bowed its head in a quiet gesture of farewell. In this last journey, Thomas was not alone. As the nurses entered the room the next morning, they found Thomas, peaceful in his eternal rest. SCP-4999 was gone, as silently as it had appeared, off to be a companion to another lonely soul. In the world of the SCP Foundation, SCP-4999 stands as a unique anomaly. It doesn't seek to harm or disrupt, it exists solely to offer comfort in the loneliest of times. A silent guardian, a witness to the end, SCP-4999 remains a poignant reminder of humanity's innate need for companionship, even in the final breaths of life. Deep beneath the Bay of Bengal, where the sun's rays fail to penetrate, a team of SCP Foundation divers made an astonishing discovery. Amidst the dark, crushing depths, they encountered SCP-3000, an enormous serpentine creature, lurking in the abyss. This gargantuan entity, resembling a colossal eel, stretched as far as the eye could see. Its skin was a glossy obsidian black, absorbing light rather than reflecting it, making it nearly invisible in the murky depths. SCP-3000 is not just a marvel of size. It possesses anomalous properties that defy the very fabric of nature. Those who gaze upon it or linger in its presence experience severe memory alterations and cognitive breakdowns. The Foundation quickly classified it as thaumiel, recognizing both its danger and potential utility. Its most unsettling feature is the secretion of a thick, black substance, later identified as Y909. This compound has the extraordinary ability to erase or alter memories, a property of immense interest to the Foundation. Containment of such a colossal being proved impossible in the traditional sense. Instead, the Foundation established an exclusion zone around SCP-3000, deploying submarines and remote-operated vehicles to monitor and study it. A specialized team, known as Task Force Y909, was assembled to collect samples of the creature's secretions. The process, both perilous and ethically controversial, was deemed necessary for the Foundation's memory-affecting technologies. The extraction of Y909 brought forth a moral quandary. The substance, while invaluable, came at the cost of the divers' sanity. Those exposed to SCP-3000's effects often returned with fragmented memories, their minds a jigsaw puzzle of real and imagined experiences. The Foundation faced a dilemma: the immense benefits of Y909 against the ethical cost of its collection. The decision to continue was not taken lightly, highlighting the Foundation's constant balance between safeguarding humanity and crossing moral boundaries. SCP-3000 remains an enigmatic titan of the deep. Its origins, purpose, and full capabilities are shrouded in mystery. It is a reminder of the vast, unexplored spaces of our world, where unknown horrors and wonders lie in wait. As the Foundation continues its watch over SCP-3000, the abyssal Leviathan slumbers in the deep, a sleeping giant of the ocean's darkest reaches, a creature as fascinating as it is terrifying. In the enigmatic and often perilous world of the SCP Foundation, there existed an anomaly known only as SCP-2521. This entity was unlike any other, for it defied the very essence of communication as we know it. SCP-2521 was a creature of mystery, an enigma that could not be captured in words or text. To speak of it, or to pen down its characteristics, was to invite a visit from it. It lived in the shadows of information, thriving in the unspoken and the unwritten. The Foundation, known for its meticulous record-keeping and thorough documentation, found itself at a loss with SCP-2521. They could not describe it using conventional language, for doing so would trigger its appearance. It was a challenge unlike any they had faced. How do you contain something you cannot describe? Legend had it that SCP-2521 was a being of tendrils and darkness, a silhouette that slipped through the cracks of spoken and written word. Its form was an ever-shifting mass, incomprehensible to the human eye, and its intentions equally inscrutable. Researchers and agents quickly learned to communicate about SCP-2521 using symbols and indirect references. They crafted a language of pictures and icons, a visual code that allowed them to study and observe this anomaly without drawing its attention. It was said that SCP-2521 would appear suddenly to anyone who dared speak of it directly. It would emerge from the ether, its tendrils reaching out to caress the source of the information. What happened to those it visited remained a mystery, for none returned to tell the tale. Despite the danger, the Foundation continued its work. They observed SCP-2521 from afar, recording its behavior in their unique pictorial language. They theorized about its origins and purpose, but much remained unknown. SCP-2521 was a reminder of the vast unexplored frontiers of their work, a symbol of the unknown that lay beyond the reach of words. And so, SCP-2521 remained an uncontained enigma, a whisper in the dark halls of the SCP Foundation, a story told in pictures and symbols. It was a reminder that some things in the universe are beyond the realm of human understanding, residing in the spaces between words, in the silence that speaks volumes. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so you don't miss our daily SCP content.